Hey guys, it's Doesn't Matter, and
The Dream.
and this is episode 42 of our podcast, Confessions of a Stan Mixer Edition. Today we are going to be going through the Glory Days album and telling you our favorite parts from each song. I like these ones. I kind of like these ones better than the rankings, like the album rankings.
Same.
Because, I don't know, the album rankings are hard. I mean, these are hard too, but like, I don't know.
It makes you look deeper into the song and be like, oh, I never noticed that part before.
Yeah, it always I always go back and like listen to every song and like really pay attention to it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just like more interesting. So first off, guys, we have well, first of all, there are 24. We're using the same list that we used for the Glory Days ranking, which means we're including the features and the non-features and the acoustics. So buckle in, guys.
It's a lot.
Yes. So starting off, we have obviously shout out to my ex, and my favorite part, I just wrote Pez.
I wrote pre-chorus question mark because I'm not sure my microphone just fell. I'm not sure if it's the pre-chorus.
Which part is it?
The go ahead.
Yeah, that's Jade and Lee. They sing the same part, pre-chorus. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like that part.
I like Perry's lyrics. I like Perry's verse. I like Perry's sassiness. I like Perry's ad libs. Everything Perry. All right, moving on to Touch featuring Kid Ink. I have two things. I have the same answer for the feature and non-feature version, which is Pez's, oh Jesus Christ, which is Pez's ad libs at the end. But I felt kind of bad that like this was the feature version. I didn't pick a thing that was like special to the feature version. So then as like a secondary one, I did Jesse's ad libs during Kid Ink's part.
I like the instrumental during Kid Ink's part.
I also like was listening to Kid Ink's part and I was kind of like jamming to it and I was like, why am I jamming to this? And I was like, because I'm imagining the dance break.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I'm actually kind of vibing with this.
It's because of the dance break. I swear to God. Like, probably. I always think of the dance break and I like imagine the routine in my head and I'm always like, yeah, like I'm going to actually start liking this version of the song just because of that association. Okay, moving on to Reggaeton Lento. I have Jesse's second verse.
I have Lee's verse.
Which one?
The You're my doctor. That like
this is the second one.
Yeah, second one. I probably should have looked these up to see which parts of the song.
We know the songs well enough.
Yeah.
Reason I picked Jessie, I just love I love her voice on it, and I just love the way she comes onto it. Like it's so smooth and like I love her lower register on it, and like I don't know.
Yeah, I like Lee's verse. Just like it just sounds really cool. I don't know why, but it's just one that I've always like been excited for when I hear the song. I'm like, ooh, it's getting to that one part. So I was just like, okay, I know which one to put here.
Okay, moving on to FU. This was really hard.
It was.
I cheated a lot.
I can't tell if I cheated or not. You're gonna have to tell me.
I picked 1, 2, 4 things. Okay, first up, I picked the ABCDEFU.
Mm-hmm.
I picked that. I like that there's like a bit of a storyline to it. I picked that. I just love Jesse's voice on it. I'm coming up with a fifth thing as I talk, so we're doing 5. I like Pez's kind of like line / ad lib at the end of like the hiding 2 cell phones, and I just kind of like the doo-wop-y feel to it.
Yeah, I put the bridge because I like the little oh in the back. I like those. Um, and then I like the harmony that happens after that. I don't know, but like I could put the whole song on here. That one was really hard to break down, so I was like, I'll just like take the easy way out and choose the bridge.
Yeah, like I love the whole song, and I really just picked it based on like when I was re-listening to it, I was like, what stuck out to me, you know?
Yeah, it happened a lot on all of these songs because there's a lot of these songs that I'm like, I like the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. It was a lot of like whatever stuck out to me when I listened to it for doing this podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, moving on to Power featuring Stormzy. I wrote Pessy because it was my favorite when I was a casual fan. It is still my favorite to this day. Um, Not so much the motorbike part. That grew on me when I became a stan. And I saw it in live performances. I like did not like that at first. But I just love how Perry starts the song. It's so powerful. Like even to this day, it still hits me. And then I love Jesse's both her part in between Perry's part and then also her like rappy bit.
Mm. So I put one of the lyrics that's in Stormzy's verse, and it's a lyric I never really thought about until I think you said it in when we did meaningful lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the "As long as I'm alive, I'll be sponsoring your pride."
I love that one.
Yeah, and every time, ever since like we talked about that one, I was like, "Oh my god, I love that line!" And so now I always listen for it. So I was like, "I'll just put that in here," and so yeah, that's
Oh,
the one I
You know
chose.
what? Because I picked something that wasn't special to the feature, I should add that too. That is my favorite Stormzy part.
Okay,
I'm adding it. Thanks for reminding me.
you're welcome.
All right, moving on to No More Sad Songs featuring MGK. This was actually hard
It really was.
because I like a lot of things about the song in general. And
Mm-hmm.
on the non-feature version, that doesn't matter because I love the bridge so much that like the answer is just obvious. Spoiler alert. Um, but on the feature version, because the bridge isn't there, um, all of the things I love like compete. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know. I picked a lot of different things. Um, I think the winner is going to be the Jadesy Harmony.
Mm.
I think that's what it is. But what's interesting is live, my favorite part is leigh-anne and like her first pre-chorus.
Same though.
Like live, what hits me is always leigh-anne, but in the studio version, it's the Jadesy Harmony.
I since this was the feature version, I just chose MGK's verse because I actually do really like his verse. I like the way it slows down. Like I think that sounds really
Oh
cool.
crap, I have to pick something specific to the feature. Oh god. Okay, sorry. You talk, I'm thinking.
I love the way it slows down. I love the instrumental in the back. I think it's like a really nice addition and I like it a lot. And so I was like, okay, since this is the feature version, might as well. So I did that one.
Okay, specific to the feature version. I like Jesse's ad libs during his verse. I
Mm,
like the has, and then I like her harmony with him.
yeah.
Okay, I did it. Um, all right. Moving on to Oops. I love how for Touch featuring Kid Ink, I was like, oh, I have to do one specific to the feature, and then I just forgot about doing that. Like somewhere along the way, after doing like 3 songs or 2 songs, I was like, yeah.
Oh well.
Oops. I have the storyline.
Mm, I put the bridge. I actually, despite like popular opinion in this fandom and like what everybody seemed to think, I do think Jade and Charlie's voices complement each other really nicely.
Mm.
Um, and so I like that part.
All right, moving on to You Gotta Not. I have a lyric, and it is I don't get paid to babysit no one.
I like that part. I can't tell if this is a cheat or not. I just put all of the boom 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 baby fall in love. I
No,
love
no,
all of those.
no, because it's baby fall in love, and it needs to be maybe fall in love.
Yeah, I just love the way like the beat goes like. I love that
I
part.
like that part of the song too. I just get mad because the lyrics are dumb.
I still sing them wrong. I sing maybe instead.
Yes. Join us. I petition, guys. Everyone join us in the protest of saying maybe fall in love instead of baby. And prove
Join
the
our
song.
alliance.
I really just like I really like the line "I don't get paid to babysit no one" because I feel like it really alludes to the emotional work that females do in relationships without like acknowledgement usually.
Yeah.
Guys are always like, oh, like you need someone to kind of mother you sometimes in a relationship. And I'm like, okay, has anyone ever said that a woman needs someone to like father her in a relationship?
Yeah.
Like, sorry, weird. Not even in like the incest way, but just in the like take care of yourself. Like,
Yeah, the independent way.
and like the independent way, and also like why is your mother the only one like emotionally caring for you? All right, anyway, moving on. um Down and Dirty, I did like a tiny bit of cheating and I said the lyrics, but also like how like dirty like the chorus hits.
Mm. I put Jesse's verse because like I love the way it starts, how it's like just the instrumental, and then it's like like the beat just like drops. Like I love that.
Agreed.
Um, so I was like, I can't pick one because it's down and dirty. So I was like, I like this part.
My favorite lyric is probably Jesse's "My mind is obsessive,"
Yeah,
just because it hits home. But like I always so like Jade's clever wordplay.
yeah,
So then I just was like lyrics in general, because then also Lee's is really cheeky with like making her pizzas.
yeah.
Okay, moving on to your love. I have Jesse's chorus.
I put Jade's verse, like the first verse in the song.
Okay, see, here's the thing. So I I was thinking about doing that one because I really love it live. But then I listened to the song today in preparation for this. It actually wasn't today. I don't know why I just said that. And normally it is. Usually I listen like right before we do this so that it's like fresh in my head.
Mhm.
But that's not what happened. Anyway, um, but when I listened to it on the studio track, I was like, oh, I don't like it as much as I do live.
Mm.
I felt like the way she sang it was different. And so I was like, oh. So I went with Jesse's chorus.
I like her verse because like I like the stylistic choices in it. Um, I mean, like the whole song kind of has that, but that's like where I always notice it, just because it's right at the beginning, and so I kind of just stuck with that.
All right, moving on to Nobody Like You. This was hard.
God, I cheated.
I was gonna cheat and then I tried not to. All right. My favorite part are Leslie's lyrics.
So I cheated with this one. I did the lyrics right at the beginning. The "I'm alive, if living's just a beating
Yes, I
heart."
love that one. That's probably my favorite one.
Yeah, and then I just added in the chorus. Well, I like the whole song, but like those were the two that stuck out to me when I listened to it. So I cheated, and I'm leaving it at that.
Okay, so my favorite lyrics are Jesse's first one. And then from Lee, it's I'm gonna butcher it, but like strong is a side of me you've never seen, essentially.
Hmm.
Because I just think like hit deeply.
Yeah,
But I love the entire song. Like there's not a part of it I don't like.
same.
All right, moving on to Private Show. I have the bridge.
I have Lee's verse.
I just love the slowdown. I love the snapping. I love like Jesse sounds very smooth on it. And honestly, like some of their most explicit lyrics.
True. Um, I like the production on Lee's verse, and I like how it's a little toned down from like the parts around it, like part before and after. Um, because I'm not really a big fan of this song, and so I was like, okay, I need something that doesn't sound like the song, and that's the one I was like, oh, I like this part. So, yeah.
All right, moving on to Nothing Else Matters. I was listening to this and I was kind of realizing that there was not really anything that stuck out to me. Like I didn't hate everything in it or anything like that, but I was just like I listened to it the first time around, I was just like, okay, so I guess try again. Like,
Yeah.
and so I like played it a second time, and what stuck out to me the second time was Lessie in the second verse. Um, like not so necessarily the lyrics, I just thought they sounded good. And then Jade's final ad lib is something I liked.
Mm, yeah. So I didn't really okay. I did a part of like the song, but it's more of like the feeling from the song. That's what I did. So like it's like it's two parts, but it all connects. So like Perry's verse into the chorus. I like when you listen to it, it gives you like a very free, like flowy feeling almost.
Mhm.
Is that just me? I don't know. But like I like that.
I feel like it feels like there's a bit of like a momentum inspiration thing.
Yeah. Like I like that overall like feeling of it, like the vibes that it gives. So that's kind of what I did because I was like, not really anything that stuck out to me, kind of like what you said. So when I listened, I was like, okay, I'm feeling this part, and so that's kind of what I chalked it down to.
All right, now we're moving on to the platinum edition songs. Yuck, except for not
I
yuck for
love
you,
this
yuck
one.
for me. Okay, guys, just a spoiler alert. We're moving on to If I Get My Way. But the answer for me, like right off the bat, is just like Jessie for all three of them. And it's because like the style, like the way that she's singing on all of them, it's kind of the same way on all of them, but like I love it so much. Like I think she just sounds so good. um but that said, I was like, that's such like kind of a cop out, you know what I mean?
Hmm,
Like,
I don't think so. It's still parts of it.
I know, but I just feel bad just being like, I don't know. So I tried to find other things to like about them. So my other thing to like about If I Get My Way is like kind of the story bit or like the perspective bit of it.
Hmm.
Um yeah, that was it.
Uh, this was another really hard one because I like all of the song, but I kind of just went with Jade's verse because I like how it starts off. Like it's not a crescendo, but it almost feels like one. Um, as she keeps singing, and I like that like stylistic choice that was in there. Um, so I did that. It also kind of like lasts throughout the song, but that's where it starts. So that's what I went with.
All right, moving on to Is Your Love Enough? Obviously my initial answer was Jessie. And then I came up with two others. But you go first.
I did all of the ad libs at the end because it made it feel a little less repetitive.
It's so
So
repetitive.
yeah, I'm yeah. So I just chose all the ad libs because like there wasn't like a specific one. I kind of like just all of them. So I don't know if that's cheating, but
Okay, so trying to find something that wasn't Jessie, I decided on Lee's pre-chorus because I thought she sounded good, and Pez's bridge because it was the least repetitive thing of the whole song.
yeah.
Moving on to Dear Lover. Yeah, I couldn't really find anything. I just have Jessie.
I have the chorus. I'm saying the same thing for like a lot of these songs, but I like the way it slows down. I just think it sounds really cool.
The only like other thing, here's the thing, is like the only other thing I would want to say for Dear Lover is also in Jessie's part, which is I think like her lyrics give another like story aspect,
Mm,
because like with her lyrics she like explicitly makes clear that the meaning of the song is like, yeah, I get you want me, but like I'm really just looking for like a hookup, you know. Like, I
yeah.
just, just looking for like tonight. And like, I wish I felt something with you, but I just don't. And I feel like obviously like the rest of the song is like alluding to that, but I feel like her lyrics were like the most story-ish in relation to it. So I guess either Jesse's voice or Jesse's lyrics. Moving on to Touch without the feature. I have Pez's ad libs.
I just put the chorus.
I did so much better saying Pez's this time. So okay, so Pez's ad libs. I like the like ones that are like body and whatever those ones do, but I also like her really high ones that she does. I'm literally just picturing it in the music video, and it's like when they're coming around the wall of the maze. Um, I
I
really,
never know exactly.
yeah. And then like when I picture the ad libs I'm thinking about, I picture it in the Glory Days choreo. But yeah, I just really like those.
I just put the chorus because, like, I feel like with Touch, there's not really a specific part that stood out to me. I just kind of just went with the chorus because I think it's like a really solid chorus. Like, I feel like
It's super repetitive, but it doesn't feel super. I mean, the whole song does feel kind of repetitive, but
mhm.
like for how repetitive it doesn't feel that repetitive.
Exactly, like it works. Like
Yeah.
I kind of think of it as like pretty much anybody because there's some songs where you'll hear the chorus and people will be like, not for me. But I feel like with Touch, a lot of people will hear it and just like universally like it.
Yeah, even people who like don't like pop music are like, "Yeah, touch."
Yeah, so that's kind of like what I put as like my favorite part, just because I think I like that aspect of the song.
All right, moving on to Power without the feature. I have Pessy for all the reasons I already said.
I have I'm not sure if this is considered the chorus since they don't sing in it, but like the instrumental and like the
The like high
production.
pitched I got the power.
Yeah, I love that part. I've loved that part ever since I've heard it. Like I love when songs do that.
Moving on to No More Sad Songs. Obviously the answer is the bridge.
I didn't put the bridge.
Well, for me it's obviously the bridge.
I put the pre-chorus and post-chorus.
No, it's the bridge. Okay, so just kidding. We can have different favorite parts. I guarantee a lot of you have heard me rant about this in multiple episodes, from the Glory Days ranking to the meaningful lyrics. I just think it's the heart of the song. It gives it self-reflection and self-awareness, and like really like brings it to like a grounded point out of like a party song, and it gives more meaning to the party parts of the song, and it gives it like emotional value, and it's the heart of the song. Fight me.
um I just put the pre-chorus and post-chorus just because like I love them. They're like hands down some of my favorite instrumentals in um like basically every song that they have. I don't know where I was going with that, but pretty much like it's some of my favorites.
Like No More Sad Songs was such a grower for me, but it
Same.
honestly like grew so much.
I love it so much. Like at first I was just kind of like, "Oh, it's a good one," but it's definitely not like up there. And now I'm like a stan of it. I love
Yeah,
it
I
so
don't know. I
much.
literally used to be like, I kind of dislike this song.
Mhm.
And I used to like skip it, and I like didn't like the music video. And like now I'm like, I like the chorus, I like the melody of the chorus, I
I
like the
know.
harmonies, I like because of the bridge, like I like the rest of like for me, the bridge gives a lot of meaning to the pre-choruses.
Mhm.
And so it makes me like the pre-choruses. And then like, I don't know, I'm just like suddenly I like everything about the song. All right. Moving on to Beep Beep. um, it was painful, guys. And what I came up with was the bridge.
The bridge was like my second thing, but I put the second pre-chorus.
Okay, so I chose the bridge because it it was the part of the song that made me cringe the least. And I did actually like the ad libs that were happening during it, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah, I don't really mind the bridge at all. Like, I actually kind of like the bridge.
If you put the bridge in a different song, I might like it, you know?
Yeah. But I put the second pre-chorus because there's like Jade's voice is like a little rasp in that part, and I really like how it does that. And to me, it makes it sound less like beep beep.
Oh, I hate beep beep. Okay.
And so that's what I chose.
uh,
I'm choosing vocals. That's what I'm choosing as my favorite part.
oh goodness gracious. I was just watching some Glory Days interview the other day. Like I think it was Zach saying I was like rewatching that. And
Mhm.
like I was like watching them talk about Beep Beep and they were very like positive about it. And I was like,
Then the fandom just hates it.
like they hate it now too.
Yeah.
Like, but they
Yeah, that's the
didn't
funny
hate it at
part.
the time. They were talking about performing it on tour. Like Jesse
Yeah.
and Jade were like, I see it like this. And then they like randomly in interviews would like do the like, what is
The
it like? Oh,
backtrack.
like,
Mm.
yeah, like,
I know what
yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah, and then when like they got asked, "Oh, like have you slipped up and said it like, oh, I just want to fuck you tonight." And they were like, "Oh, we haven't performed it yet, but I'm sure when we do on tour, like when we're feeling naughty, we will." Like and I'm just like, "Okay, they used to like this song."
They actually.
Oh, I can't. Okay. Moving on. To Freak, their best song of all time.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I cheated 1,000% because I just wrote all of it.
I did actually cheat on this one.
I couldn't pick.
Yeah, it was hard. I if I hadn't done like the ones before this one, I probably would have been able to choose. But I did the bridge before like the same reasoning for Down and Dirty, kind of where it like all of a sudden just like hits. I kind of did something like that because like you have like the little build up because there's like two parts of the bridge almost. Like there's the little build up and then it's just like like I like how it does that.
I was like thinking about it and I was like, oh, I love the story bits from Jesse's first verse. I was like, oh, but I love the chorus. And I was like, but I love like, I don't know. I was just like the bridge and like it's so aggressive. And then I was like, well, what about Jade's high notes? And then I was like, what about like Larry's like what is it, pre-chorus, post-chorus, whatever. I was
Yeah.
like, and then I was like, and then Pessy, I was like, I don't know, I love all of it. I couldn't do it.
It's Freak. Like
It is
we
just
get a free
it's
pass when it comes to Freak.
we do. Like you guys just know that we're obsessed. You can't pick. I can't pick. You picked. I can't pick. Okay. Now we're moving on to the acoustics. Okay, so for touch acoustic, I have Lee's ad lib of "A Touch of Your Love."
I put the chorus.
I had the chorus as a secondary.
Yeah, I put it because I like how this is different than the live version because I like how this one sounds very like breathy.
It's literally just like I think it's like Perry with Lee harmonizing.
Yeah, I like it. Like just sounds really light and like I like
Mm-hmm.
it. I like the other one like more, but I like this one a lot.
Yeah, I do like the live version of Touch better, but this one isn't bad.
Hmm.
But I really just like the A Touch of Your Love. I like it in the normal version too, but it really like hit me in in this version of the Touch acoustic, like the studio version.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the shout out to my X acoustic. I have okay, so this one's like kind of very much using the vocals from the shout out to my X song, whereas like Touch was re-recorded.
Hmm.
Um, and for shout out to my ex, I decided that I would specifically give it to Perry's man ad lib at the end because I love it all of the time and I never give it appreciation.
Mm. Yeah, I forgot about that part. I just put all like the like that part.
Mm.
I like that part. And, like I never really because like you hear it in like the main version, but I feel like it's more emphasized in the acoustic.
No more sad songs acoustic. Obviously, it's still the bridge.
Yeah, it's like the same parts, the pre-chorus, post-chorus. Like it's different, but it's still the same. Like
Yeah, yeah, agreed. Although, I mean, not to replace the bridge, not to replace the bridge at all, but just speaking about No More Sad Songs in general, the chorus keeps growing on me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, normally I'm really not a fan of like the super like repetitive, simplistic, like 4 word choruses. But something about the melody of it, like I'm just really here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are all of our favorite parts from the Glory Days, all of the Glory Days songs, because there are so many. So that is all 24. I think we didn't miss any. Like we were saying before, I really enjoy these a lot, like kind of more than the album rankings. And I think part of it is because like it forces you to be a little bit more positive, whereas I feel like the album rankings are a little bit more negative in the sense that like I always feel like I'm trying to justify why it's not at number one.
Yeah, we focus on the negatives more than the positives.
Yeah, because it's always like, well, it's not in the top whatever because of these things. And it's not really about like, well, I like these things, the song. And so I like these because they are like more focused on the positive. Like even Beep Beep, like, I had to like decide what I liked. I don't know. That's kind of, I think, why I like these. And like you said, just getting to like listen to them more intently in a way that like I really haven't since like it's probably been years. Yeah, so that's fun. Definitely down below, guys. Let us know what your favorite parts are. And feel free to call us out for cheating. Me specifically, I cheated a lot. Um, as always, please be respectful of our opinions and of the other people in the comment section. Everyone's favorites is not worth getting into serious arguments over. Although, to be
Unless
honest,
you're on
like,
Twitter.
oh God, fuck Twitter. Um, although like to be fair, like the people who like regularly listen and like comment and stuff, like you guys are all like really nice and respectful.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't even really need to say that anymore, but I just do because I'm used to dealing with the fandom on a bigger scale, where they're not respectful and nice. But I'm sure that all of you guys will be. Yeah, so let us know what you think. Let us know specifically, let us know if you also are starting to like jam out to the Kid Ink version of Touch because of the dance break. Um, and also, if you agree with me that the No More Sad Songs bridge is the heart of the song. It doesn't have to be your favorite. It doesn't have to be your favorite, but tell me if you agree. And if you don't know what I mean by that, I think I talk about it in either the meaningful lyrics portion or in the Glory Days ranking. And just so you know where to go in the Glory Days ranking, it's like in my top 5, I think. So skip to the end. Yeah, anyone you want them to specifically comment on?
Maybe an oops. I don't know.
Oops.
I never see people talking about that positively, so
True. Guys, oops. Tell us your favorite part. Tell us your favorite part of Beep Beep too.
yes.
We
And you
challenge
got a
you.
not.
Yeah, and you got to not. We challenge you. All right, so I think that is going to be it for this episode. I've already done my little outro spiel, so I think the only thing left to say really is that we will see you guys next week.